Hello and welcome back to VFA 195 and VFA 27. It's official training videos. Today we're going to be going over ATG combat or air-to-ground combat, and we're going to be looking at some of the key principles in this sort of combat. So the first principle is entering the holding pattern and maintaining that. 2 is going to be actually releasing your ordnance and the use of the lightning targeting pod. 3 is going to be the exit of the holding pattern to ensure that you do not hit anybody else or don't cause more air traffic above the holding pattern as people are entering and leaving. So today, I'm just going to take off here. We're going to be targeting VAU. We're going to be looking at the small building right here to the left. Keep in mind that you don't have to be precise with these bombs. You have to be within at least, you got to hit at least like 0.2, 0.3 kilometers from the target, because that is the effective range of these 1,000-pounders. However, it doesn't need to be like right on the money. You don't gotta what's called be insanely precise with these as if it was a laser guided bomb. However, you do want to be good with them. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb here to the holding pattern, which is 3,000 meters, and our speed is going to have to be 600 knots. Alright, we're approaching 3,000, so we're going to begin to level out. 3,000 is Angels 10 in meters. Okay, and we've reached about 3,000. So, now we're going to initiate a left-hand break into VAU. And the first step of entering the holding pattern around any target is, first and foremost, getting that area locked. So to do that, you fly directly over it, use your targeting camera, and like I said, we're going to be targeting this piece of building that's right here. And lock. There we go. Now that you've got the area locked, we're going to zoom back out, keep that area locked, and enter the holding pattern. So we got to make sure that our speed is set at 600. Now we're in the clouds here, so you just got to be wary of this obstruction. So we're going to dive slightly to avoid. Okay, now we can enter the holding pattern. So we're going to begin circling around the target. Imagine that there were 2 other aircraft, or maybe even 3. Just gotta check up where the target is. There we go. So we're going to circle around this piece of land. These clouds get annoying. Alright. We're going to keep circling. Now, if there was another aircraft here, and there were number 2 in the holding pattern, we would be number 1, and number 1 has to eventually break this holding pattern when everybody's ready, and in the holding pattern, and then what would happen is number 1 would go for their strike. So the way that happens, so let's say we're in the holding pattern, we're going to stop circling for a second here, and we're going to just keep going straight, just for a little bit. Then we're going to set speed to 400 to give us more time on target. Then a left-hand brake back into the target, and you're going to hover right above the target. Set speed 400. My mistake, I disabled combat mode. So what you're going to do here is you're going to stay in this view, the bombing view. Once you're directly over the target, make sure you have your bombs. You're going to click and hold in the center here once you're directly over, so that your crosshair and your pipper goes right over it. You're going to release ordnance, then pull up with J. Once you've pulled up, you're just going to watch, and if you were accurate, boom. Perfect drop. You're going to leave targeting camera, punch your burners, and head away from the holding pattern so that the next person could initiate their strike. And there you have it. That's how you enter, exit, and release your bombs. while maintaining holding pattern and proper formation at the entire time. This is to ensure that nobody else gets harmed and nobody's coming in at like the same time. So it's only one at a time. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you next time. Hope to see you in the skies.